Hey everyone, I want to cover a couple of different features of Google's documents right now, starting with the ability to share and get comments on that Google document. I have other videos that are focused on how you share them, so I'm just going to give a quick recap here. When you share a Google document with someone, you either, number one, have to share it privately with one or two people by entering their Google address here. And it has to be an address connected to a Google account. Otherwise, it's just going to email them and say, hey, you've been invited to comment or edit this document. But if that's not their Google account, when they actually try to sign in, they won't have access. The other way, the way that I use most often, is just using the Get Shareable link. After you get the shareable link, you can allow other people to edit that document or comment it. And for this purpose, I'm just going to give them the ability to comment. I'm going to copy this link and imagine that I have shared this link to some other person via email, via text message, whatever. I'm going to open an incognito window so I'm not signed in, and I'm going to go to that shared link. You'll notice that as soon as I get in, I'm suggesting, basically I'm commenting. I am not signed in. All right, this over here shows me that Joshua Johnson, who is this guy, is actually signed in. I'm not signed in. I'm actually anonymous. I'm just going to go ahead and leave a comment on this first paragraph. Highlight it, hit add comment, and just tell them that this is a great first paragraph. I don't know if it actually is. It probably isn't because I wrote it. I'm also going to show that if I don't want to use the mouse, Control-Alt-M brings up the commenting. And I will comment there. So now I have a couple of different comments that are placed in here. You'll notice I can just look at the suggesting and viewing mode. Because of the shareable link, I don't have access to edit it. All right, so now back to my account. I can see in real time that somebody has highlighted and commented these. I can resolve things if I change them. What I'm going to point out first is, before I resolve any of this, a lot of people forget that this is a Google document. Sure, I could turn it in by sharing a link, but I can also turn in an actual Word document, and that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to go to the File menu. I'm going to download this thing as a Word document. And I'm specifically picking a Word document because as soon as this thing is downloaded, if I open it up in Microsoft Word, you'll notice that I actually have the comments here. I can click to see them. So let me jump over to the Enable Editing and point out that those comments are just like the comments that you would have in a normal review. For example, if I go into Review and go to All Markup, I now have the ability to see the comments right here, as well as which account did them. I can go through the normal things and reply to them. Now, those replies are not going to go back to Google Docs. So I usually only recommend doing this when you are ready and finalized and I need to turn this in. Because if I make a comment here like, oh, wow, I'll make that comment. It is not going to appear on my Google Documents. Because they're not connected anymore. This is just a Word file. This would be if I wanted to now take this Word file and share it with someone else who is using Microsoft Word. So I usually tell people to make a cutoff point. Like, when am I going to switch from an online collaborative document to this? For a lot of people, it is when they turn in a final version of the assignment. Now, the other thing I want to do is take a look at what happens if I resolve this comment. Like, let's say I go in here and say, thanks for the heads up. I'm going to reply to that and resolve this comment. Now I'm going to download this as a Word document, and I'm going to open it up again. You'll notice that there is no comment there because that one got marked as being resolved. So if I turn on the Enable Editing, go to Review, and look at all the markup, that comment is no longer there. I can't see what happened. I can't see any of that. So again, if you know you're going to be using this and you want to download that, you can't mark any of those comments as resolved. So back to the actual Google document. If I am taking a look at this and I want to have all of these things done, you'll notice that over here in the commenting section, I can reopen that comment. And now if I did that for all of them, and I don't know if there's a reopen all comments. Let's resolve this and resolve this. If I go over to the comments, I don't think I can reopen all of them. I think I have to actually click on each one of them to reopen those. And now, when I download this thing as a Word document for the third time, and I open it up, you'll see the comments are back in there. So when someone goes into the enable editing mode and looks at the review all markup, they will be able to see the comments. You'll even see that it was marked as resolved, opened, marked, and reopened again. But that is how to use the commenting feature in Google Documents, how to download that Google document as a Word document so that someone else can see the full view of the comments after they've been unresolved, and also how to share that quickly with someone who wants to add their own comments. So hopefully that is helpful, and we'll be looking for more ways to help you out with Google Docs in the future.